This guy and his ability to skate and the way that he's explosive on the ice, Rupper, as a fan, I can't get enough of watching him play.
Yeah, before we even talk about Tuch, this is what makes the Buffalo Sabres very dangerous to me, too, because they already have Tage Thompson as well. So these two big bodies who are probably their most skilled forwards, and they're huge. And how do you defend that, right? Like, skill is tough enough to defend, but when you got size and skill, look out. And he skates like the wind. Alex Tuch is really coming into his own in this league. And I think there's, I say this in a very complimentary way, there's still room for improvement, too. You know what I mean? That's what makes it so scary is his consistency can be a little bit better, too. He'll learn that. He's still young, but he's talking about tools. He's got all the tools.
Yeah, and when you talk about range, when I'm thinking, how long's your stick? So if he's 6'5", it's going to be somewhere in around over 6 feet. Everyone has a certain range, but there's certain people that are big and have that ability, like a Tage Thompson and an Alex Tuch, that opens up so many more passing lanes, so many more shooting lanes, so many more options when you control the puck 6.5 feet away from you, as well as you do close to your body. And some of those other smaller guys don't have that advantage, but Alex Tuch does. He plays at high speed, and his head is always up. And the chemistry that he's developed, that's what's really catapulting this Buffalo team forward into potentially a playoff spot next season.
We always talk about time and space. And you have to be able to, every player needs to develop their own. Like, I was able to create time and space for myself solely because I was big. So I had to turn my back on the puck. My time and space wasn't the open ice to make a beautiful feed like Connor McDavid. Mine was to hang on to the puck, get a good cycle game going. But everyone's got their way of doing that. Well, when you talk about Alex Tuch and what he can do, you just mentioned his reach, right? His size automatically creates some time and space if you use it correctly. Not all big bodies know how to use that size. He does, but then you talk about his skating as well. I mean, look at how he just weaves through everybody. Like, it looks effortless.
Yeah.
So that allows him to get to his offensive game because he creates that separation. Whether he's turning up on a puck in the offensive zone, he's got a D-man on him, or he's in the open ice and he just beats someone or cuts to the middle and moves that puck probably 10 feet from his left to his right. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. He's got that size and that speed.